When you want it all in life, remember you lose it all. There once was a shepherd. And what do shepherds do? They take their flock of sheep to the pastures to graze. Every day he went with his flock of sheep. He sat on a rock and he looked around. He sang sometimes. Sometimes he talked to himself and he tried to keep happy. But some days he felt a little bitter. He says, look at the land around. Look at the valley around. Does the king need so much? What does he do? He just eats the lamb and becomes fat on it. Can't he share? Give me a little, just a little more. Look at the struggle of my life. And as luck may have it, that day the king was passing by and he heard this. What he says is true. If I am the king of this land, he is the king of his flock of sheep. Both of us have life and death in our hands. Just like I can order anyone killed, he can kill any of his lamb. So the king goes up and chats with the shepherd. Says, I agree. You could have something. What if you had a chance? He says, I'm not like the others. I'm not greedy. I'm content with a little bit. I just want a little more. The king feels very generous and charitable that morning. In his pocket, he pulls out a gold coin and hands it to the shepherd. The shepherd stares at it. Face etched on it. He's afraid to look up. It is the king's face itself. He is the king. He says, this. Says, it's only morning. There's still a long way for the day to end. I give you the time. Go. Whatever land you cover, that's yours. Says, really? Says, yes. Only condition, before the sun sets, you have to be back. Same spot where we are standing now. The shepherd is so excited, he even forgets to thank the king. He rushes. The terrain is difficult, but he rushes. And he looks, olive orchards, citrus orchards. He doesn't know where to begin. He rushes. He goes downhill. It's easy to go downhill. He grabs a few olive orchards and then he walks some more. A few citrus orchards. Without a fruit, what is just olives? It's too salty. And then he notices a little stream. He says, without water, what will I do with all this land? Of course I need some. So he covers a part of the stream. And then he goes there, he sees a fish jumping. He says, I'm so bored of eating lamb every single day. Sometimes a little variety, I could fish and eat some fish. And then he looks, what about the other side? I haven't covered the other side of the river. What if someone comes and encroaches on that? Let me cover that. He looks up, I've got some more time. Yes, and he runs. Then he looks, I better get going. He forgets. Now he has to climb uphill. Tired, he trudges. And just as he goes, puts his hand at that spot, just as his fingers are about to touch, he collapses on the ground and is no more. The king looks at him and says, alas, the greed got him. After all that he needed was 6 feet or a little more.